Go ahead.
Many of you may think that these guys are the most famous guys in rock, but I tend to disagree. I think these guys may be even more famous. Considered as one of the most recognizable landmarks in America, the history of Mount Rushmore, from the idea to the artistic construction, is very impressive. The original idea of making Mount Rushmore was to attract visitors to the Black Hills of South Dakota. Out of all the artists they could have picked, they chose Gutzon Borglum because he was already world famous for other river projects like Stone Mountain. Gutzon was born in 1867 in the Idaho Territory. He created 170 statues and monuments in his life. Some examples of those would be the bust of Lincoln, which weighed as much as 2 small cars, and the North Carolina Monument, which is located in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. If not for Gutzon Borglum, today Mount Rushmore would have been a national monument to honor Western heroes. Borglum felt that an impressive carving would attract people from all around the country, so he chose to honor the early leaders of the United States, recognized by all who came because of their role in preserving the Republic and expanding the U.S. territory. He selected 4 presidents to be displayed on the mountain face. The presidents he chose were George Washington because he was our first president. Thomas Jefferson was selected because of his role in writing the Declaration of Independence. Abraham Lincoln was picked for freeing the slaves. Finally, Theodore Roosevelt was included for connecting the east and west waters of the Panama Canal. After considering many locations, they finally chose Mount Rushmore. They chose this mountain because it was a large block of granite, it was great for carving, and it was easy to be seen from far away. It took 14 years to build. Although Gutzon Borglum had the idea, he did not actually carve the mountain himself. A crew of 400 people did the actual work. The first time he attempted to carve the mountain, Jefferson's face was on the left side of Washington, then moved to the right side because it was long rock. For the sculpting process, remove the large areas of rock to use dynamite. To bring out the finer details, to use a technique called honeycombing, using a drill and a chisel. And to make the final adjustments, the special air hammers to polish and smooth the surface. The faces were grand in scale, standing as tall as a 6-story building. Borglum died before he could complete the project. His son Lincoln finished for him 7 months later. While I was researching, I found some fun facts that I would like to share with you. If the faces were attached to their full bodies, they'd be 465 feet tall. Also, 100 feet of rock was removed before they could find a suitable carving space. Over the years, there have been many requests to add people to the mountain range, from John F. Kennedy to Elvis Presley. Hopefully you'll agree with the 2 million visitors that come to visit Mount Rushmore every year. This national monument really rocks. At this time, I would like to answer any questions that you may have.
Over here. Over here. I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah. Gutzon Borglum. Can you tell me a little bit about Stone? What's the Stone Mountain thing? What's that? Where is that?
It's in Georgia.
It's in Georgia. And what is it? Did he carve a mountain?
No. He almost got arrested. So and he threw away all his files on his workings on it. So it carved it completely different than it would have been if he would have.
Oh, what was he carving?
Stone Mountain.
But what were the people? What was on the Stone Mountain? What was he carving into it? Was it a carving of the presidents, or?
I don't really know.
Oh, okay. All right. Did you draw those things?
What?
Those
Draw.
things? Yeah. Those guys. Yeah.
Presidents?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what? I didn't get that first opening. What was that all about?
Many of you may think that rock band, AC/DC,
Oh.
and then these guys are made out of rock and stuff.
Very good. Hey, that's pretty clever. I didn't get that at first. That's really neat. And why did they choose Mount Rushmore?
Because it was a large block of granite. It was great for covering. It was easy to be seen from far away.
Okay, as opposed to other mountains there, they weren't as easy to be seen?
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. All right, any other comments? Do you want to say hi to Grandma and Papa?
Hi.
Okay, anything else?
Any other questions?
Go Ducks.
Go Ducks.
That was enthusiastic. They should be number 2, right behind the Buckeyes. All right, signing off, unless you have anything else to say.
Any other questions?
No, I don't think so. Not from this audience. No? Okay. Would you like to say goodbye?
Goodbye.
Thank you. This concludes my presentation. See you at Toastmasters.
How about a bow? How about a bow? Or do you want to do
You gonna do bow?
Why don't they just curtsy?
Okay. All right. And we're